Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans, Randomania fans. We have a very special treat tonight. We have a 4-player showcase here for the Spring Tournament 2021. I'm Caleb. I'm in the booth with our restreamer and good buddy, Luffy DV. How are you doing tonight, Luffy?
I am doing fantastic, Caleb. Got a 4-way craziness on screen tonight. 2 runners on each side. 1 seed, 2 pods. It's going to be great.
Yep, so the way you're going to read this tonight, EarthwingAngel is racing NitemarePhoenix. JShydell is racing Krellin. So left of the screen's racing each other, right of the screen's racing each other. It'll be that way the whole night. We're looking for 2 winners, as we have the Kaizoku pod represented on the left side of the screen and the Cerberus pod on the right-hand side of your screen. Keeping track of all the action behind the scenes is Sunflash Rune. Real excited to have him in the booth with us, tracking this. We're going to have our runners off and going real soon. Interesting party comps. We thought for sure we were going to see that black belt with that level 1 black magic, but
Oh, yeah, look at that.
everybody's trending away from the black belt.
Very interesting. I thought for sure with that blessing we would see them all take a black belt. Well, it looks like maybe NitemarePhoenix is rethinking it.
Yeah, it's an interesting sort of dynamic that the black belt has developed with these flags. It is the surefire way to blow through Topher in almost any sort of flag set.
Mm-hmm.
The experience is not very good for a black belt grind to be fast. It will work, and we've seen runners finish these seeds in under an hour. It's definitely more common to see them finish around the 1:10 mark.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes seeds can roll trolley, so we'll see what happens. This is not a Danny seed. This is not a Caleb seed. This is, in fact, a Davis seed. So we'll see if Davis, one of the luckiest people I know, can, that's sarcasm, can translate his good fortune into our runner's good fortune. As we're going to see, we got Fighter Oreo from Krellin, we got one of my favorite parties from Earthwing, the Fighter Red Double Black, and the Fighter Black Belt White. Wow, this is some diversity. I love it. And then that standard party from JShydell, the Fighter Thief White Black, and our first look here into the Black Magic. Lightning 3, Quad X, and Cake, so plenty of tools out the gate. White Magic, not a whole lot.
Yeah. Harm 2
If you
in
got a
pinch,
White Mage,
meh.
yeah, might pick up that Harm 2 just so the White Mage has something to do when we go to Topher and get haunted by zombies and ghouls.
Mm-hmm.
And weapons and armor, it's all negative except the expensive hammers. And
Gold
there's our
plus
gold
3s.
bracelets.
Nice. That'll work.
Also exciting to see is that cloth plus 3 for 6 gold. I'd probably pick up a couple stacks of that cloth for those mages.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's something I would do too. Hang on to that till you see silvers. Hopefully they roll positive and cheap.
And no vendor item here, but heals, cabins, always good to see in Canaria. We know that we're only guaranteed to find pures and softs. Everything else is sort of up in the air. You never want to Lord Fizzlebeef your heal pot, so having them here in Canaria makes that less likely of an outcome. And that Earthwing took a reset as either the Imps or Grimps fired out Fire 2. NitemarePhoenix gets the turn order. JShydell trying to run and gets away, does not see it. And Krellin also is going to miss the Fire 2. So EarthwingAngel, our first recipient of the Davis Luck Award. Checking out these boxes. And Wolves with Stone Poison. NitemarePhoenix says, let me pop up to the king. I don't mind a quick king check, especially if he's got the boat or specifically the key. The key, I think, is... Wow.
Okay.
Ship and canal. That eliminates 2 of the potential duds if we had found a free floater that early. The zombies with rub.
Wow. Okay. So JShydell getting out of there real quick and fast, avoiding all of this nasty. The other runners,
just skating on through. We found a flame armor, or I think it was flame armor in the top left of Topher. That's basically in-game weapon, an in-game weapon or in-game armor for the the fighter there if we're not able to promote. And EarthwingAngel with just the scraps of Light Warriors gets through. Lightning 3 able to get it done. NitemarePhoenix working his way to the tiles here as Krellin and Earthwing get the simultaneous shipping canal. And there's the Wolves with Stone Poison and the Imps with Fire too. Hey, NitemarePhoenix. Sorry. And Mickey with the crown.
Alright, well. Early canal, early ship, early crown. Not too bad. Not too bad at all, actually. But it definitely is going to make our runners really think this second step here. What are you thinking, Caleb? Are you looking for ice? Are you looking for marsh?
Man, my instincts are just like, get me out of the inner sea, get me to ordeals, get me to the waterfall. But like every time I do that, life here in level 2, I have to come back for the marsh walk of shame or the ice dive of shame. And there's Fire 3. So Fire 3 at level 2, I don't mind going to marsh here. Definitely check Elfland first for that level 3 warp or exit because if we get one of those, I might pivot into ice as well.
I think we saw Gurrimps with Squint as well, so this early game is just gross.
Well, good news, we're going to get away from a lot of these enemies pretty soon. Fascinating to see what NitemarePhoenix's black belt going to be working with here, because the only runner on screen to take a black belt. We'll see how this will pan out. And JShydell just cruising right now. And it's tail. So there's 3 of 4, like 6 duds, if you will. So we have a lot of items in this. So ship and canal aren't necessarily duds. We might need them for a long time. But if we found an early floater, the ship and canal are essentially duds here in the inner sea. Tail, going to be useful for every party on screen except maybe NitemarePhoenix. The ruby may or may not be required. And then there's the gear, the power gauntlet and the white shirt, which as far as the gear that could be incentivized, it's pretty good options in my opinion.
Yeah,
I
agree.
Just kind of keeping an eye out for potential duds here, because this seed is not giving our runners anything free.
You got Wall and X for level 3 white. I missed the black.
I saw Bane. Bane jumped out at me, but the rest just kind of... And there's level 4 exit and lamp and cure 4. Stacked level 4 white magic, and those are all red mage learnable as well.
There's a nuke.
There's the 911 nuke emergency spell. And no sign of the shop item here in Elfland either.
House is pretty cheap though, less than 1,000. I do like seeing that.
Oh yeah. Alright, so Krellin gonna get his tail here. And JShydell looking for an encounter. Ogres and creeps, you could do worse than this. So I think we're gonna maybe get a quick, I think it's level 8 to get that level 4 charge.
Yep, I believe so.
So
he's probably looking to get that charge of exit and then head on over to Marsh Cave. It's not a bad play.
Now he doesn't know about these Rurus though. Just gonna find out. They have mute, so they're just like, hey, I'm gonna need you to shush, shush, because I gotta show you some stone point. And he resets out, so not only resets that encounter, but also loses the ogre fight. Sunflesh. Hey, a free defense sword, so the Davis seed giveth the Davis seed. Take it. But free defense sword, every runner's gonna get that. I think NitemarePhoenix might be the happiest to see it. It's black belt and a defense sword is chef's kiss. You love it.
Be real nice backup too for his fighter if he does decide to ditch the black belt and promote, because that +4, that's an in-game weapon there.
Yeah.
I'd use that.
Yeah, for sure. I do like the black belt fighter not staying up the whole time, because the fighter doesn't need as many levels as the black belt to be viable. So like you do your grind on your black belt when you find it, and then you run the fighter up front to be the tanky sort of melee tank basically, and you have the black belt in the second row as that melee DPS and just wreck people, and you have the fighter just take the shots on the chin, while the black belt hides behind him and punches over his back. So the Ice 3 was also there. So Ice 3 way better than Bane.
Yeah.
And to complete our fiery outfit, the JShydell didn't get the flame armor, get a flame shield here in the Marsh Attic.
I wonder, did he not buy Pures? It's just kind of, Scream Simulator 2000 over here.
That's why you mute the stream. Heal stick, and there's some more wolves. So NitemarePhoenix picking up his tail, and JShydell gonna walk that flame shield out. I don't hate it. It's nice fire resistance, but
probably maybe looking for some quick cash with that heal stick too.
This is true. So while JShydell's making his way out of here, NitemarePhoenix is working his way there, and Earthwing and Krellin are cleaning up their alpha. And I want to share a little bit about these runners. These are all newer runners. JShydell, probably the biggest veteran on the screen at the moment, as JShydell's participated. It's been around the community basically since summer of last year. The other 3 runners, all very new. And so JShydell in the past, coming from the recent Winter Dab tournament, the 2021 Duckling Derby, where he finished 10th out of a pool of 40. He participated in the co-op league this past summer with our tracker Sun Flash Rune, and also in the 2020 Summer Duck Derby, coming in 17th out of 20. So sort of middle of the pack to that top 10 is really good improvement. And JShydell's favorite enemy, the Soria.
When not in a bingo race, though.
Yeah, not in a bingo race. You don't want to have to like try to dig up Sorias. A lot of folks in the community big fans of the Sorias, I learned when doing the poll here. And the ghouls with lightning too. It just keeps giving and giving, and the zombies remind you we have rub.
Oh my god. All right. Okay. Sure.
So I'm curious if we'll see NitemarePhoenix, who's seen a lot of the worst of this seed early on, if we see him say, I don't want to even imagine XCal +1 for JShydell. If I don't even want to see what Marsh is going to do to me. Let me go to Crescent Lake, but no, we're going to go.
Yep.
Okay.
We haven't seen the item out of here yet, so... Oh, and Mucks with Heat, which is gross in the early game as well. Okay.
This Marsh Cave. Thank you, Davis. So as we ride the struggle bus, and it's going to be either in the Spike Tile or one of the out-of-the-way boxes here for JShydell, and
Mummies?
I believe we're looking at A-side tiles?
Yeah, I think so.
Which that's good news for NitemarePhoenix and that black belt. It'll be a very safe grind should we find Agamas or Eyes, or even maybe a Mage Stick and some Metal Slimes. And a heal pot. So 2 boxes to go. It's the cube, so Marsh required. Oh boy. So while JShydell's trying to walk this cube out of here, we're gonna see how long it takes for our other runners to get down there. There's some healthy rewards down here with the XCal +1. That flame shield will serve well in the early game, and the cabin in the last box. So JShydell in the Cerberus pod racing against Krellin, whose past experience is the 2021 Winter Duckling Derby. Finished 19 out of 40. And his favorite enemy, the Stake, another popular enemy in the Final Fantasy Randomizer community. We could talk, Luffy, if you want to talk a little bit about the Kaizoku pod run. Was that Thunder? No. No, I think I just missaw something. There's no way that Earthwing's party survived a thunder call there.
Probably not.
Yeah. You want to talk a little bit about our Kaizoku pod runners?
Yeah, I can absolutely do that. So on the Kaizoku pod side, we have EarthwingAngel. First fun fact, most peds are good, but it takes years of practice before they can become great. So no previous FFR race experience, and his favorite enemy, based off that quote, it's the Gur Pede. Not sure how many of those you got. That was an interesting choice when I read that.
Yeah. Great peds, green peds, gray peds, whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm. All right, and his
Pretty
opponent tonight, yeah, definitely. His opponent tonight, NitemarePhoenix. Interesting facts about NitemarePhoenix, something in general or something overall. The overall fact was Lugia was dreamed up in a rather drug-filled episode by one of the creators for the Pokemon Gold and Silver, which I find interesting. Lugia, one of my more favorite Pokemon, so that's pretty cool. And as far as for himself, he recently got into making some art pieces for the stream, and he seems that they have liked, so that's good. Previous race experience, 2021 Winter Dab, and finished 28th out of 40 in the Duckling Derby. Favorite enemy is the Eye.
Nice. I was the runner-up for favorite enemy this year. The favorite enemy of the community being, of course, the eponymous Warmech. I almost said the World of Warmech. So JShydell's fun facts he shared with us. He likes to help out on the race crew and is one of our illustrious restreamers, like our good friend here, Luffy. And his favorite class is the Thief. So maybe that explains why that Thief is there and leading the way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Krellin has an interesting fact that just speaks to the core of me as a human being, Luffy.
Yeah. Yep,
Did you
like
know
this.
the largest order of tacos from Jack in the Box, between my brothers and I, they ate 82 tacos. Now, the rule is they all have to be eaten in one sitting between all of them, so it's a gamble. If you can't keep up, you get to pay. That's a lot of tacos.
That's a lot of taco. That's an East Coast person. I've never been to a Jack in the Box, and that's a West Coast thing. I am dying to know, one, how much a taco costs there, and two, how many brothers he has, because that is just fun.
Yeah, you and Classic Gamer are on the same line of thinking. Does not list how many brothers he has. I had tacos for lunch today, man.
Love me some tacos.
Yeah, there's a little taqueria around the not around the corner, but not too far away. That's like some traditional Mexican street tacos. Is good stuff.
Nice.
And that's an exclusive crystal.
Wow.
52 grand.
All right, so it looks like if we're going to want to pick that up, we are not leaving this area without doing Ice Cave or Volcano.
That looked like White Mage Locked Life 2 in Crescent, as well as Red Wizard Learnable Fade at level 6. And the Old Men with the Rod. So now there's 52 grand required to get that crystal. We have 3.5.
Yeah.
Do we plummet into the volcano, or do we go to the ice cave? JShydell says
we're doing
none
neither.
of the above.
Okay.
Curious to see where he's going, or if we're just going to go the ship way to the vanilla ice cave dock, as NitemarePhoenix picks up his cube here. And sort of sighs. I'd imagine there's a sigh of relief finding a required key item here in Marsh.
Yes.
Especially after getting Ship and Canal so free. I like that play by JShydell. So it takes the boat as opposed to the river. Fewer encounters on the sea, so... And these river encounters can be gross. Like most encounters in the sea so far. Thank you, Davis.
Yeah, I've gotten my fair share running into Caribes with Thunder or Ochos with Lightning 3, so it's yuck.
Yeah, Caribes with Brack I've seen a lot. More than it should be considered random. So JShydell continues his just... oh yeah, I didn't see that. Post post-game spoiler interview. I didn't see any of this stuff. You guys had trouble in Marsh? You guys had trouble in TOF? That's crazy. Well, every other runner just gets to just kind of sigh and roll their eyes. It, ironically enough, reminds me of a Duck Derby. The Duck Derby that featured Danny and Dark Moon. There was a group race I was doing commentary for, and everybody was just up against it the entire seat, and Dark Moon was just with his ice skates on, just didn't see anything the whole seat and was just cruising.
It's so funny, you know, 4 runners on screen here, 3 of them are seeing all the nasty, and the other one's just like, yeah, what? This was fine.
This was a great seat. I had a lot of fun. We had Lightning 3, Fire 3 at level 1 and 2. It was just awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. Found a lot of in-game swords early. Meanwhile, everybody else is like sweating, black and blue, dirty, just, what is wrong with you? And already through the worst part of the ice cave, almost. That I hate that wraparound floor and the box floor.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got exits, so... Krellin not far behind him. Gonna hop in the rivers here and head to Crescent Lake, pick up his rod, get that information about the crystal. We'll see if there's a little route to... Oh, there's the route divergence. He's just, I've had enough. I'm just leaving, but Earthwing's headed into Crescent, so... Got some route divergence in the Cerberus pod. So Luffy, when you come to ice, say if you find the incentive item in these top boxes, do you just leave, or do you try to go down through to get out?
So it really kind of depends. I like coming to Ice Cave. I like to check these 5 trap tiles, especially if I'm running a black belt and I'm looking for that, you know, that tile. But then again, there's something to be said about just wanting to get your item and get out of there. So it's really situational, but most times I'm going to go down and take a look.
And further question, say if you found it there in the Frosty room, do you check the 6-pack here?
I will probably check 5 of them. I'll go along the bottom here like JShydell is doing, check these 3, and then get the 2 in the middle, and maybe avoid that last tile if I've seen something.
Definitely not using this broadcast opportunity as a way to interview you for your racing strategy at all.
No, of course not.
Putting up fantastic times in those pickup races. I'm just trying to get good without practicing anymore. And there it is. Confirmation Life 2 is in fact Red Wizard learnable. And we get the bummer that ice is all the way, it's in one of the final 5 boxes of the dungeon. It just is a bad feeling. As our runners converge on the old men, shaking them down for their walking sticks.
So let's see. Moment of truth. 4 boxes left here before we got to take the warp down and check vanilla.
It's gonna. Oh yeah, it could be vanilla. You're right. Oh, how rude would that be, Davis? Where are you?
Well, place your bets in chat right now. We got a 25% chance of it.
Right? I'm gonna say middle box.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I was wrong.
Oh, 50-50 wins. Okay. Ice Cave
now, do you
required,
drop down
though.
just to check that spike tile?
No, not now. I get out of there.
We have exit. We have exit.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's true. But nah, but at that point, I wouldn't even walk out. I'd just exit.
Yeah, that's what JShydell did. As Earthwing with the big route divergence, going to go to Volcano, going to raid the armory, look for that 50 grand to buy that crystal. So, remarkable. Early ship canal, vanilla and... I'm not sorry, not vanilla. Marsh and ice, both required.
Yep.
And Caribs with cremate. Carib mate.
Okay, that's the first nasty that JShydell's seen so far since the first couple minutes.
And he's got that flame shield, so it's not even that bad. As NitemarePhoenix coming to the volcano, Krellin also coming to the volcano. So JShydell with a lot of the missing pieces to his puzzle only needs the chime, the loot, and the key.
Yeah, this is you gotta love to see all these early required items and not
Yeah.
get like a bottle and a slab early and have to just be like, okay, well now what?
Yeah, that's most of my seeds.
Yeah,
Have been
agreed.
slab from the king, bottle from, an early inner sea fetch from Vicky or something. It's just like, okay, does this mean I'm getting the floater soon? Nope. So 4 grand there in the free box, a large knife, an ice shield complements that fire armor really well. Light axe. Really hoping to see a 5-figure box here, and because we're down to black belt, white mage for Nightmare, and I think we're seeing a little bit of runner tilt for Nightmare, just checking boxes he's already opened. Luckily, it's not costing him any encounters, and there's the big box we're looking for.
Yeah.
19,000. We're still 20 grand short, but we have some stuff we might be able to sell for 20 grand.
Yeah, we might be able to get there with that heal stick, and if you're really desperate, you can sell that mage stick. It's something I'd probably want to hold on to right now, but I mean, if you really want to get your key item, I can understand it.
And he's just gonna.
Okay.
All right, just all in. I love the gutsy play from NitemarePhoenix, going to ice with a white mage and a dream.
I gotta feel like that mage stick is going to be kind of helping this decision. It's going to be free cast of Fire 2 in the ice cave.
He did pick up, and he did pick up a light axe too. So harm 2, fire 2. If he gets turn order, is pretty good.
Yeah, if this
and
key item was in
heal helmet too.
If this key item was in one of the first chests right there, this would be a heck of a play. But he's gonna have to get through this whole dungeon, so we'll see. Oh,
that'll do it.
Yeah.
Grimps will squint, and we're back to the volcano.
We'll see if he changes his mind here.
I love the concept of going 2-man to start feeding levels into that black belt, but this early in the game, it is a risky decision. Risky. Especially without like having a gold bracelet for that white mage or the black belt to be able to soak some hits. Because we find these Caribs and we just get unlucky turn order and we're back to the volcano.
And JShydell right now taking a page out of your book and heading to ordeals, just bypassing volcano, bypassing picking up that rod, and just making a play.
Well, he's got the rod.
Did he buy it?
I mean, there's no...
Oh, not the rod. I'm sorry, the crystal.
Crystal.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
We do not know if that's going to be required just yet.
Or if any of the crystals a gutsy call, but I like the play to go to ordeals. Ordeals with lightning 3, fire 3 early. We have a good chance of getting through here. The fighter's got decent armor. That thief is going to be able to run if we see something super gross. And Krellin just taking a... I thought we were taking a water grind. Interesting. What?
So it looks like he's taking it if there's 3 or more, because he ran from a single one.
Yeah. That's gutsy. I like that too. So you're seeing some gutsy plays coming out of these ducks. Nightmare wanting to just go all in on ice, and it's just like, let me just sell some of this in-game fighter equipment that I got and start getting some money. And we're still short. And we're gonna spend it now.
He's picking up fade in life too. All right. Okay. I mean, that's a play too.
Yeah. It would be one thing if we had like improved MP, but we went to volcano for money and didn't come up with enough money. And there's JShydell with Chime. So JShydell literally, if he finds key in Waterfall and just says, let me go back to Canaria and finds the loot, the loot, like, man, go mode this early.
You can be in go mode at 35 minutes. I mean, that's the god routing right there. We can only dream of such a thing.
Yeah, JShydell flexing the big brain pretty hard right now. And about 10 grand short of that crystal, and doesn't want to see the armchair tile. Just says, "Oh, I'll find levels along the way somewhere else."
I mean, right now with the items he has and you know, his routing, he's got to feel pretty good. You take a wipe right there, it can set you back. So.
And Krellin just being picky with these. Leaving the nukes on the table though. I'm not one. Lean into the lightning 3s.
Yeah.
I mean, lightning will work, but it's not as going to be as effective as ice 3 or nuke, and we're out of ice 3s.
Maybe trying to save a cast or two of nuke for the walkout.
Oh, they don't. They don't have a whole lot of HP though, so 2 lightning 3s is taking them out. Pretty good. Yeah, I like this impromptu party grind. I mean, it's not fast, but level 13 feels good. You know, Fire 3 is not going to do a whole lot of work against these Paralisks. Must be really holding on to those last 2 nuke for a super rainy day.
Mm-hmm.
JShydell already in the waterfall, just do.
Yeah.
Are you guys having problems with the seed? What?
JShydell on his horse right now. He's just not looking
Yeah, right?
back.
I need to get that JShydell luck.
Yeah, right?
Alright, NitemarePhoenix and EarthwingAngel racing it out in the ice cave. And Krellin's level's paying off a little bit here. Party's strong enough to get out of here.
Let's see, did he buy any houses? He does not have a house. Okay, so he's gonna have to go back.
Yeah. JShydell making the most of that thief. That thing is just cruising.
Mm-hmm. Finding himself some snack.
So when's the luck gonna go sideways for JShydell?
White shirt.
I don't
right
want to
here.
put that out in the universe.
Oh wow.
Nope. Wow.
Okay.
So we need a key,
Yeah.
but that's it. So it could be something goofy like crystal to key.
Yeah, wouldn't that
And
be something?
Go mode's just right there.
Right
so-
there waiting. Yeah.
Now JShydell on the Honor continent doesn't have a whole lot of levels, and does not want to even mess around with trying to do Sea Shrine,
Mhm.
and instead gonna take all that money he's got and go buy that crystal and say, "Am I in Go mode?"
Yeah, I think he's got about 53,000, so just enough to buy that crystal.
Mhm.
So this is gonna be interesting.
So there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 items still out in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess 10 items out in the pool because we were looking at the crystal. So it's a 10% chance that it's key here.
Let's see.
9% or 9 because the key can't be behind it. So I think that's a thing. Something like that.
I mean, I've seen the
10
Debs worth some
10 to
magic. I have not
15%
seen that
chance.
yet.
Yeah, I need Thunder in here to do math for me.
I don't think we need that right now.
All right, Crystal, get with 1760 left.
Enough time. Enough
Just
to buy a house.
enough to buy a house.
I love it. I love
I'm a homeowner. Earthwing gets the Oxyel from the ice cave and is breathing heavy, trying to get out of here with a stoned red mage. And Nightmare getting there. Alright, Earthwing is out. And Krellin on his way to the ice cave to pick up his own Oxyel.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now I'm expecting JShydell to catch the fetch quest from hell.
Right, yeah.
Like, especially because this is what always happens to me when you're routing in Matoya from the outer sea.
Yeah, here comes
And
the
herb's still available.
Yep,
Here comes the herb. And then you're gonna sail around and get that herb, and it's like, oh, here's the TNT.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, or I guess it'd be grosser if it was crystal to TNT to herb to adamant to key or something like that.
Mhm.
Just gross.
Yeah.
Adaman's not bad. We could that's a quick walk.
You can walk that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's gonna do that.
And we can pop back into
Yep.
Canary along the way. Restock. We got cabins, heals there. We got some leftover money. We got a reverse bridge boss here at the 30-minute mark. It's not often you hit the bridge boss going that way.
That's fantastic right there. I love it. I love it. Oh, but there's those.
Hey, JShydell.
Fire too.
Did you know that the imps had fire too? Congratulations, you know now. Did you know that the grumps aren't going to squint at them? Jay takes that quick sidestep to get onto the grass tiles inside the forest. Says, "Wait, no, these were here this whole time." All right, Earthwing. I believe he's. I hope he got that crystal.
He got the Oxyel out of ice. He did.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he got the crystal out of. Well, there's the Oxyel for Nightmare. So Krellin, the only person on stream still needing to get the Oxyel, but the only runner on stream to take any sort of grind and have some decent levels. There's Jay's free defense sword. And that's what you get for snubbing the Hooray Dwarf. You get a power bonk -2. So, still not the worst thing. I mean, power bonk is good.
Oh, yeah, could be worse.
Yeah, I mean, power bonk in a fighter party is pretty good. Alright, now if you're JShydell, do you go, you have Chime and Cube, and you have Oxyel. You also have a Ruby. I don't know where that Ruby came from. Where did Ruby come from? I don't think he has a Ruby.
I don't think he has a Ruby.
I was talking about the Ruby, and I might have confused Sunflash, so.
Yeah.
But so you've got, do you do Sky or do you do Sea? Both are incentivized.
Right now, I would probably do Sky. It
just oozes out of you after a while, I guess.
I just have better luck in Sky. The Sea Shrine is just a terrible place to go.
Yep. And Sunflash in chat saying Sky's closer, but JShydell says, I got Lightning 3. This is fine.
Yeah.
Lightning 3 in a dream.
Yeah. Either play right now is not bad. I just feel that, to me, Sky, more boxes, better levels if you can make it through. But, you know, I'm not racing right now.
Yeah. And both are viable for walking grinds for fighter parties. So that 52 grand, not even, that's the most expensive power bonk. Think of the magic we could have bought by that. Yeah. As Krellin grabs his Oxyel. And JShydell gonna show us a Sea Shrine. I would imagine at this level we're gonna do Mermaid side first.
I think so, yeah.
Frostwolves with Mute. And Krellin does the cheeky vanilla box and finds the Frostwolf tile on the eye tile and a little bit of money. So
that could have been some kind of game changer if that was maybe, say, a Vorpal or even the Massa, but just a couple bucks.
Yeah. And he's piecing together some armor here at level 9. I love this play. I can see 8,600 different ways that it'll go bad. But I can see like 5 where it works out really well. And I really want to believe in those 5 dives. Sharks with Frost, that's leaning into 8,600 territory.
And I think that's our first check of level 5 Magic in Melman. We see Fast and Zap as Black Wizard learnable only. So I like seeing Fast, but still no Temper.
Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky and it'll be in bottom slot 7 in on-rack and it'll be Flash learnable. JShydell gonna throw a lightning 3 and try to get away here. Really want to see this box. And are we doing crack? JShydell, the absolute madman.
Wow, he's just gonna bum rush Kraken. Okay.
With what do we got? Level 3 Bane? Level 1 Lightning 3? Level 4 Nuke. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible.
I mean, we do have... Maybe JShydell's big brain is thinking, I have level 2 Slow 2. Slow 2, just as likely to hit Kraken as Brack. It's not often used because, you know, it's not an instant kill, but if you can cut off Kraken's 8 appendages and get them down to 1 hit, it's pretty okay. Opal -2 bracelet, that's good armor to find.
Yep.
It's a solid 30 absorb. Moving that defense sword around, keeping that light axe -1 equipped.
So
Iron 4 hat, that's got to be better than something that he's wearing.
with that defense sword and that power bonk, even that light -1 can get through Kraken as well if he can get enough casts off of evasion. So this is not impossible. As we find a ribbon, there you go.
A standard ribbon, big find. Alright, NitemarePhoenix finds zombie Ds in the volcano. I missed this tile while Krellin was here. Is this the fire tile? And there, ooh, there's the Agama in the Sharknado room.
Okay.
In the, I think that's the mummy tile that's in the Sharknado floor.
They're hitting kind of hard too.
We got a heal stick in a dream. Let's go. Okay, so that's the Agama tile. So NitemarePhoenix is deep in the volcano. And
looks like Krellin gonna walk that adamant over from Matoya as well, get his power bonk. Ooh, there's a tile for you.
I think that's just a loose red D, because he's down on the Agama floor now. I think that's just a wild red D.
Okay.
Nightmare. Yeah. Sharks with Dazzle. They're little fancy sharks. That heal stick has been invaluable for JShy. Oh, mute touch from the big eye. That's a not good.
No.
It's less than ideal. Earthwing diving sea shrine now. Nobody wants to go to Sky?
Alright.
Alright. And finally, Neil the Thief falls asleep on the wheel.
These big guys are a little chonky too. They gotta be upwards of 400 or 500 HP right now too.
Yeah, they're pretty big. And Nightmare picks up ice armor and now a gold +3 bracelet here in the volcano. So good armor all around. And we're breaking out Cure 4. Desperation is a stinky cologne, JShy. But we get that big eye. And we got life, so let's just pick everybody back up, dust them off, and keep opening boxes. So get up, guys. We got boxes to open. It's Christmas.
Uh-oh.
And we got confirmation that it's A-sides. Everybody's favorite fandom returns the Thief and Black Mage whence they came. But Earthwing goes mermaid side first. So, and JShy chooses the Black Mage over the Thief. Poor Neil. And a Katana too for Nightmare here. So, not really of use for him, but Vendor Sword to get that crystal for that power bomb. And there's the herb for Earthwing, so Mermaids was the play. And it's the freaking herb.
I soared -2 for JShydell over there in the Sharknado room, so that'll be a little better than that Light X -1.
Yeah. That's a big old seafood party pack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, time to use your nukes.
Yeah, this could be
See
bad.
how many people you can make that microwave bounce off of. You get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Nice.
Okay, nice. That'll work.
The reverse FFR special. It actually worked. The sweeper worked on all of them. Alright. So, all in all, not a total time loss for JShy doing Crack Inside first, but got some levels, got some gear, and we find hold in that magic spot where we were hoping for fast. And what is that another ribbon? So, second ribbon here in Sky. 1 Kraken side, 1 Mermaid side. Either way you go, you're going to get rewarded.
Yep. I wonder if Earthwing's going to pick up that second ribbon. Don't know if he's going to check boxes on the way to Kraken after, you know, finding that loose item, or the item over there on Mermaid side.
And I don't know if JShy is going to find it either, because that ribbon was after the herb and the... So we'll see if he keeps opening boxes after getting that. I mean, they're free on the Mermaid floor, and we've got exit, so... I don't see the harm in it.
Yeah.
Alright. Earthwing with the herb immediately leaves, says, I don't need to see Crack Inside. I need to go wake up a prince. I got a job to do. As Nightmare hits the carry floor. So we're going to see our first Fiend fight here. Level 14. We could have lower levels. So this is about the lower limit of where I feel comfortable taking on carry without like massive sweepers. And there's herb to TNT, so hey. I heard you like sailing. So JShy gets the quick ribbon, and he'll continue to open boxes, so he's going to get that second ribbon, so that'll be huge for his party. Yeah, especially because he's going to these disparate boxes here, not going right to that 3-pack. So, smart play here from JShy as Nightmare approaching carry.
Running into a little bit of trouble by these R-Giants, just slowing them down.
Alright, Earthwing TNT is going to be... Ruby. I hope it's Ruby. Then we go to Sarda and it's the key, and you're just like, come on, man.
Here comes the slab.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, we're going to need that.
Yeah, so that's no mode, because we know the chime is in ordeals.
Okay.
So a little bit of money, recoup some of that cost for that power gaunt, and Earthwing. Now, interesting, because this is essentially a floaterless seed for JShy when he goes to turn in that herb.
Yeah.
We'll be in go mode now. If Earthwing chases that key, hoping it's chime, gets like Ruby, and Sarda has the floater. That's one of those things where it's like you lose time by finding the floater, essentially, and that feels bad. So we'll see what Canary Locked has. Maybe in-game weapon for Earthwing. As NitemarePhoenix, did we bounce out of the carry? Did I miss that? Because I feel like we were all... Where are you going, Earthwing? It's the other side. This looks... Taking the scenic route, going through the hallways not often visited.
Yeah.
Aegis Shield.
Okay. Oh, there's the floater.
Okay, so definitely pick that up, because we have tail, so Aegis Shield. So yeah, it looks like Nightmare must have wiped out on carry. Sorry, I missed that. As everybody everywhere, you're expecting about convergence at some point, but no.
I was watching
these flags.
I was watching JShydell's triple dip here of C, and just there's so much action going on.
Yeah, as Krellin's into Ordeals, gonna get his chime. Earthwing gonna be the first runner in the air. Yeah, we can buy those gold bracelets.
Yeah, you might as well pick them up.
Let's chuck those coppers out the window. We're getting gold, baby.
Mm-hmm.
We'll buy all 3 of them. That's math. Math? Is my math right? No, my math is not right.
Only by 2.
Alright, Kraken. We're gonna wall defense. Good turn order there for Jace and Luck. I like that play. Good backup strat.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Sword for 1 damage. Thief doing thief things. Fire 2. Kraken's confused. That's not a Kraken spell. Time to start slinging some nukes, heal sticks, and a defense sword. There's a Kraken skill. Ink. Fire and ink. Undoing some of that fire 2 damage. Another big swing there for 1 damage from Neil the Thief. Nice unresisted nuke roll, 346. I want those kind of nuke rolls, please, on my Kraken fights. Another swing there for 1 damage. Neil doing his best. Another nuke here at 188. Those are the nuke rolls I get. And Neil can only do his best for so long before Kraken's finally takes Neil out. Another fire 2 from Kraken, so free round there. Heals are going to help undo that. Another nuke, 149 defense sword. That's a fully evasive fighter. Might be time to start. I would start throwing some cheeky quad X's out. But we're going to power bonk. Keep just spamming that heal stick. NitemarePhoenix making his way to Ordeals as Earthwing is going to go promote. So a little extra defense there for JShydell's fighter just in case. And there's Blaze. So now we might, well, we got 2 ribbons. We might the gas pedal is there. Let's see if we decide to hit it this round. There we go. Swing from the Ice Sword. 3 hits, 244. That's good enough. I would just start having the White Mage wait and just keep those Ice Sword swings pumping. So there goes the White Wizard. Mage. Whole day and pray time. We're going backwards. We need to... Our defense needs to go up, not down. There's the hit. 3 hits, 446. JShydell gonna light the water orb and head up to Elfland and hit his go mode.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Nightmare taking a long walk back to provoke him.
And Krellin gets his chime out of Ordeals while EarthwingAngel promotes.
Yeah, I would have loved to see Earthwing check those cardio boxes. I mean, we know there's not going to be there might be a ribbon there, but there's not going to be more than 1.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the, you know, build a house in the sky, save it, and then just dive the 3 cardio islands.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a very quick check, so you could probably check all those boxes in less than 30 seconds, but we're racing, so I get it. Alright, NitemarePhoenix is going to grab his free defense sword here in their dwarf cave. Krellin working through some mummy issues here.
So I'm going to be very curious what JShydell does here when he picks up that key. I'm wondering if he'll go and turn that in hoping to find the floater, because I gotta feel he's going to want to promote too. So I don't see him chasing too many more items, but he could look at that one and just see if he gets lucky.
Yeah. Because it's either floater, a dud in the ruby or white shirt, or a bottle slab to a dud. So like you could probably tease out that it's probably floater or ruby. You know, because there's only so many other places you could check other than the sky.
Yeah, if it's not here, he's got to deduce that it has to be floater and sky. So
Yeah.
He's probably got a 50-50 shot here to be thinking about it.
Yeah. Did Krellin already get in and out of the sea shrine? So Krellin catching up.
Mm-hmm.
Those levels paying out for him. That little grind he took on the waters. And Nightmare looking for a grind for that black belt.
Mm-hmm. We haven't seen Earth yet, so 3 trap tiles here on the top floor.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen
Hoping to see an eye.
Yep. We've seen the Agama, but we haven't seen the eye yet.
That's perfect tile right there. Metal slimes. We still have that mage stick.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we have that mage stick and we can get through these slimes and fire twos, like that's perfect.
Mm-hmm. Hitting kind of hard though.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of armor we're wearing here. So JShy, the big hooray! I love it.
Oh, these metal slimes got above 200 HP too.
That doesn't feel great.
No.
And Quad X not gonna work as slimes and oozes resist death elemental. So Quad X just always gonna miss. But we get through the fight, so if I'm thinking if we had the money to go buy one of those expensive gold bracelets, slap it on Biff, the black belt, and just the black belt might be able to soak these and spam fire sticks. Might be okay.
Yeah, because they'll go down to 2 maybe shots of this mage stick, but I mean they got upwards of I think 220, 240 HP. So
Krellin making the cheeky TOF tile check, finds a pair of nightmares, and JShy does get the floater, so he will go get the promotion done. So. Especially after finding that Aegis Shield. Aegis Shield at X-Cal, like we got a knight ready to go.
Mm-hmm. And we got a blue dragon tile over here, so if they didn't roll a whole lot of HP, this is not a bad choice.
Mm-hmm.
And I was cleaning my glasses there, but I want to say they have somewhere around 300 HP?
Yeah, I'll be curious to see if he tries to take it again with a Quad X shot at it.
Mm-hmm.
But we're just gonna go. Okay. Ooh, Cobras with Frost. Wow. JShydell already at the desert getting his floater. I feel like he picked it up at the same time as Krellin did, and Krellin got distracted by the shops.
Mm-hmm.
So no bottle, no slab, no immediate place to go or to even think about checking with that airship feels great.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I can just go promote and then I can just go beat the game.
Yeah, you don't even got to stop off and see Grandpa.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's likely that he may have the ruby, but, you know, it's still just like he might also have a white shirt. And white shirt with the defense sword in hand. Like, that's a name a more iconic combination.
Yeah.
For,
I'll wait.
Getting evasion, yeah. And being able to throw all that leftover the fighter hand-me-downs onto the ninja feels great.
Yep.
Opal Helmet's not going to work, though. Opal Helmet's pretty good, but it's not going to work. Please equip that Aegis Shield.
Thank you.
Okay.
Silver +1 still on that night, so.
And Earthwing knows that he's in go mode and says, I don't need to open anything in here. I saw him walking to Mirage, and he's already approaching the Bridge of Destiny. So if we're going to see our first look at her at the Bridge of Destiny, will we see Warmech in the Sky Palace and Resort Casino in the sky on our comedy tour?
And the way this seed's been going, I believe that there's a pretty good chance of that. The question is, how many are we going to see out of these 4 runners?
One, and they'll ambush us with Nuke.
I was running a practice seed the other day. I kid you not. I had 3 Warmech encounters in a row on the Bridge of Destiny.
Amazing.
I had never seen that before. I've seen 2, once or twice. I'd never seen 3 in a row.
Sarda off the wagon, clutching his bottle. You hate to see it. Now Krellin's gonna fall down this fetch quest for the, hopefully digging for the white shirt. You hate to get that ruby though. Alright, Bridge of Destiny. There's some nachos.
Everybody loves nachos.
And Krellin checking the Cardias as we get a look at Tier 1 here. You want to call the Tier 1 fight?
Yeah, I can do that. So we're going to move that Vorpal down to the red mage, give him something to do. Alright, so we got a swing. A swing. A defense. Defense sword on the black mage. No? Okay, there's fast going. Okay, there we go. Nuke, fast. And another nuke. Nuke goes off. 133. Fast goes off. And a wall. Okay, that makes more sense. Defense, single stack of evasion. Ice 2. Not bad. We got a power bonk. A nuke. A nuke and another nuke, I'm sure. First nuke, 139. Bonk goes off. Another nuke. 159. Another nuke. 193. Slow goes off. Misses the fighter, or the knight, so that's good. We have a nuke, and a swing.
That wall was huge.
6 hits 248. That'll get us there. Fire 2 takes out one of the black wizards. Nuke goes off. 292. Down goes Tiamat. First orblet for EarthwingAngel.
Nice. As Earthwing was taking care of that, Krellin cleared Cardia. And said thanks, but no thanks. There's nothing there for him. JShydell cruising down to carry missed the katana box in the top left, which isn't completely surprising, as that room is not often checked. I feel like when in a lot of the resources that I've watched, once we're in go mode. But it's carry time for JShydell, looking to light his second orb, and we're going all offense. Vorpal swing for 3 damage, and Nuke fires right behind it off for 284. Another heal stick strats. OP. Carry punches. Scary. And Excal, a perfect sword in these flags when it rolls positively. And NitemarePhoenix already on the Lich 1, looking to light his first orb here. Join the orb party. And we'll do so as Krellin gonna go down and take care of Kraken. So within 5 minutes, we've seen 4 runners kill 4 different fiends, potentially with Krellin coming down here to Kraken. Wild. I don't think I've seen that much diversity in a race like this, with sort of these sort of standard-ish flags where there's nothing too crazy.
Okay, so it looks like Nightmare is going back in. He's going to try his luck with this black belt with the mage stick on these slimes. If he can get up into like the early 20s on this black belt and survive, he can just go on over and start punching down that blue dragon. So let's see how he does here.
Question from chat from Mastigos, asking about the blessing on the defense sword. It's a +4, so that might be our in-game weapon. It's not a ton of crit, but it's good enough. I mean, it's fine.
It'll get us there.
Yeah, it's fine. Alright, Krellin Earthwing into the Sea Shrine. NitemarePhoenix trying to activate that black belt. It's going to be slow going. And but if there's one thing a high power black belt has in these flags, it's closing speed. So Earthwing is going to need to stand on that gas pedal and just go. If he's going to stay ahead of the fist blender that is NitemarePhoenix's Biff. Meanwhile, Krellin and JShydell, it's gonna come down to Topher and whether or not that ninja provides more utility than Krellin's. Krellin's got that red mage, right? Yeah.
Krellin gonna miss the.
No, Krellin's got the Oreo, so the double black mage.
Gonna miss that ribbon in the bottom chest on Sharknado.
Yeah. Again, that's one of those things where he won the race getting to the herb, but lost because JShy found that ribbon on Kraken's side and then found the other one on Mermaid's side that Krellin did find. It's just, feels bad, but I mean, it's one of those things you don't know what you don't know, so Krellin probably is like, hey, I got a ribbon. I got a ribbon, I'm good. You know, I got a promoted knight, I got some good swords. You know, I got level 2 life for the knight, I got wall for the knight. Can make this work.
Yeah. If you find one ribbon in these flags, you feel pretty good, so 2 is just a luxury.
And Krellin hits Kraken. And Earthwing gonna work this seafood party pack grind. Spamming some lightning 3s. I don't hate the play. Nuke fires off from Krellin. Kraken 2 opens with that fire 2. And the total disrespect, as Sunflash calls it. No healing before Kraken says, I got you, bro. Get out of my way, Kraken.
I mean, we'll see. It's a bold strategy. Let's see how it works out for him.
I hope he didn't fizzle beef his heals. Because we had no cure 4 charges on that white wizard, so...
Oh boy.
We're now trying to tee up Kraken with a heal stick. X-Cal, ooh, 85 damage, but only 13 coming from Kraken, so...
Okay.
There's the free round from Ink. Big hit from the X-Cal. Could get it done. It does. Called it.
Nice.
JShydell looking to light his 3rd orb here, and does so. So Lich won. If Lich has got anything, we won't find it. And NitemarePhoenix brings his black belt 2 ordeals to get the chime. We'll still need to go to Sea Shrine, so took the time to take out Earth Cave, and JShy gets the bottle. I don't think we'll see that bottle turned in. Well, maybe we will, because we're still looking for fast. We're going to pop in the guy now that we're promoted anyway. So.
I guess he didn't stop at Melma. We found fast level 5. He might have missed it.
Oh, right. Davis, the seed roller. We're cruising now, but the first 20 minutes were an uphill battle for 3 of the 4 runners. JShydell's been sort of cruising the whole seed and hasn't really hit a whole lot of adversity. So
yeah, Sunflash Room pointing out in chat, JShy doesn't know what he missed. We were having some glare, some early
it was like
lightning 3, fire
2, squint, zone poison.
Yeah, it was kind of gross in the early game.
Yeah, every enemy had something. And JShy either got initiative or ran.
Yep.
So keeping that thief up front, I guess, might have been... I mean, you could probably make that argument, right? That's what the thief's supposed to do.
Yep.
So, alright, I guess. Maybe it's not JShydell being lucky, but JShydell making the heads-up play by leveraging the thief's luck to be his luck.
Yeah. Alright, Krellin settling in for a little bit. Gonna take some levels on these blue dragons.
mean, it's not a bad play. It's a better grind than what he was doing with those waters earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And once Roxy decides to take a nap, oh, that's a 123 damage though.
That's a big punch.
Yeah, that's a big punch. At the whim of turn order and like getting ambushed, like that feels scary.
Mm-hmm.
And NitemarePhoenix, the struggles continue now in ordeals as Mancats doing Mancat things and just never being fun.
Mm-hmm.
As Earthwing prepares to take on Kraken 1, Krellin continues his grind, JShydell approaching the Bridge of Destiny, maybe already on it. And ambushing mummies for Nightmare, just... At least we've got some absorb working. And yeah, just gonna reset out.
Yeah.
Let's try this one more time. Alright. Earthwing lights the water orb. That's orb number 2 for him.
Mm-hmm.
And if Krellin's levels are required for... That's like a 200 HP Blue Dragon, and a step too far.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Step too far. Okay. Okay, we got a lot of heal pots, so
Yeah,
we're...
okay.
Now, swinging that X-Cal. Where do you shoot for? Do you shoot for a hit threshold, or do you shoot for an HP threshold, or both for this night?
I mean, considering that it's an X-Cal and not a weapon that's going to have tremendous crit potential against, you know, Kraken 2 and onward, I would go for a hit potential more so than an HP one. You're going to hit both pretty much along the way. You got to feel pretty clear with your HP where it is right now in about the 600 range, but you're definitely going to want to go for a hit threshold here.
And with how evasive this Blue D is, it's going to be difficult to see where that hit threshold when you finally get that that 5th or 6th hit that you're going for. And JShydell checking the green boxes here on his way up. Approaching the Bridge of Destiny. Krellin now level 28. Much better levels than JShydell's Knight, but JShydell with a substantial orb lead here. Never even really thought to take a grind, it seems, because he hasn't checked any of the spike tiles, just hoping that I guess the levels. Oh, there's an opportunity.
There's one.
And we're running defense sword fasting running. Goodbye, Neil. Goodbye, Wormek. So, interesting strategy there. Like, I don't like the half commit to the fight.
That could have been a real good opportunity to get some levels. But then again, Wormek gonna do Wormek.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah, there could be a nuke right behind that that punch. We're gonna get a second chance, and we're gonna do the same half. You know, don't waste your last your fast charge. What do we do? We're gonna go with the lock and run. Interesting.
Blink.
33 now for Krellin.
Look at that. Okay.
And we're getting 5 hits now, so...
Yeah, I feel like maybe he's going to stop right here around 34, 35.
I don't know. Just keep eating these Blue Ds.
I mean, to your point earlier, if Temple of Fiend's a little nasty, I mean, this is going to give Krellin a pretty good advantage here.
Krellin caught in a time loop as JShydell preparing for Tiamat here. Walls and fast preparations of Warple swing. 3 hits, 3 damage. At Warple -3 is going to be the ultimate feast or famine sword. And Krellin looks like he's got enough. Good enough for me. I got 700 HP and 5 hits. Let's go. NitemarePhoenix gets his required Tesla from Elon Musk robot here in the waterfall. And Fire 2 from Tia. That's a good hit from JShydell's X-Cal. If that is in fact the X-Cal swing and not the defense sword. I'm not 100% what sword that was. It was very quick.
Oh, damage poison. We did not see that earlier.
And Earthwing gonna light his third orb here with Lich going down. Now. Nope.
How about now?
Now. Now.
Yeah.
JShydell, 4 orbs lit, ready to enter the Temple of Fiends if he wants. Krellin in go mode. Picked everybody back up, decided to come back to Earth because he loves it so much. And he's going to finish it out. And Earthwing now looking for a grind. Going to check northwest. NitemarePhoenix going Mermaid side first. Will get the herb right away. Potentially a ribbon if he opens all the boxes on the mermaid floor.
JShydell, having his orbs lit, going to make a pit stop here and check the spike tiles at Northwest Castle. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, fires are fine.
Yeah.
It's not great. Sphinxes are not even that good either. If he goes to Earth, he'll be good.
Yeah.
You know, they'll trade off time sinks. It might be a little more challenging for JShydell to drop down to a solo grind for those blue Ds with unless he unequips everything off everyone. So we'll see.
The slimes on the tile before might do the work for him. I just gotta wonder if he'll even go past them.
I think you got to, and he just resets out of them.
He's not gonna check the other one.
So Slime's arguably one of the best A-side tiles. Not good enough for JShydell. Says, this is a race. I gotta go fast. I have no idea what Krellin's doing, so I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
Check the tiles in Toph.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, nightmares aren't gonna be that great either. So, where are you going, Jay? You gonna go to Volcano? Nope, gonna make some last minute preparations and
Top off his heal pots.
Yep. Cautionary tale. Lord Fizzlebeef. Somewhere out there's a light warrior that needs a heal pot.
Yeah.
For just 13 gold a heal pot, you can support a light warrior.
Look, we've all been there.
Yeah, and it's usually when Canaria doesn't sell heal pots.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so JShydell making the dive into Topher at about the 112.20 mark.
Oh, Sunflash, our tracker, making an excellent point. He did hit that Ogre Groger fight prior to hitting the metal slimes. It was a random encounter, and he may have assumed that was the first tile.
Yeah,
so.
Interesting. Depending on how this goes, we'll have to ask him about that.
Yep. Krellin prepares to light his second orb. That big old knight's gonna make quick work, and Jay's doing the Topher grind. I don't hate the play. I don't like doing it on the first floor. Come to this floor and do it. Catch those Gasties and fighters. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got exit. He can jump out of there pretty quick. He can also, maybe we find the eye on this spike tile down here. We still haven't seen it yet.
The eye on his cousin's tile. Alright, Nightmare grabs that free Opal -2 bracelet. As here comes Earthwing. And Earthwing feeling good. We're going. Things are happening. So this looks like a real dive. So we'll say right around 113, Earthwing enters Topher with the intent to finish it. As JShydell using Topher as a tool to get his parties to level. Earthwing gonna show us the tile. Stream freeze. It's Frost Giants, Frost Wolves.
Alright, we're just going to keep going.
Krellin coming into Volcano at 1:14:09. I want to see what time it is when Nitemare gets the ribbon. So that's, he missed the one on Mermaid's floor, so heads up play there to keep opening boxes. So JShydell checking the tile, hoping. Yeah, Earthwing running. Earthwing is I guess feels pretty good. I don't know. I think his Knight's got better levels than JShydell.
I think so, yeah. His Knight's HP is up above 600 right now, and JShydell is, you know, a little bit over 450 maybe.
Yeah. So, not the fight that JShydell was looking for. Back to the grind, and this floor is going to provide really great encounters for you to level on. They're dangerous, but with exit, you know, nothing is, with exit, 2 ribbons and life on the night, it's fine.
Yeah.
You know.
And they will do a good job taking down the rest of the party too.
Lich 2 first look here. Swing triple nuke. X-Cal 4 hits 377, and they said it was a trash cal. Good night, Lich 2. Alright, so 1 of 5 boss fights here. I mean, Lich never did anything, so we don't know what Lich's first skill or spell is, so could be something gross. And we're gonna see, are we gonna get simultaneous carry 1, carry 2 fights? I love when that happens. Oh no, Krellin killed it too quick. Center 2,000 years into the past, and now Earthwing will have to deal with the vengeance of Carrie here. Pair of nukes come out for less than 300 damage. Big old swing for 367, and there you go. 3rd nuke gets it done. Earthwing continues, and Jay continues his tour.
Krellin lights his 3rd orb, heading into Sky to try to get down Tiamat. Checking these boxes as well.
Yeah, maybe we'll find free Masa. That's one of the few things we're still. Maybe he's looking for a 2nd ribbon. I mean, this is like a 45-second check.
Yeah.
So. And nothing doing. So. I would imagine we'll skip everything else. Hey, it's how we got here.
Alright, EarthwingAngel.
Meanwhile, this
whole
whole time, Krellin's Knight's just been telling his party members how easily he was destroying these blue dragons while they were asleep, and they didn't believe him. He's like, "Look, there's one right here. I'll do it right now," and he can't even do it. And they're like, I don't believe you.
Alright, so we
Kraken 2. Go ahead.
Fast nuke and a swing. No defense sword. Okay, a little respect shown. Kraken 2, Lightning 2, free turn. A lot of damage on that knight at the bottom though. Nuke and nuke. Fast goes off. See a triple nuke, followed by possibly another defense. Nope, we're gonna swing. Nuke goes off. 101. Another nuke. 120. Fade for 190. A swing. 7 hits, 453. Down goes Kraken.
JShydell in big time trouble. The whiz vamps and zombie Ds kind of jumped him.
That's a pile of XP though for him right there.
Yeah, and it might be time to say I gotta get out of here. Because that was turn order and luck from going very bad.
Yeah.
Tia 2 time. Fast. A defense sword and a pair of nukes. The double barrel nuke blast. Krellin's still opening boxes. Sensing some gear insecurity, even though we got those levels. Tea with swirl, though, is not a fun thing to find. and switching to power bonk. So these nukes aren't doing a whole lot, and Fire 2 is going to start melting those black wizards if we don't get through this fight. We're in a very precarious spot with our HP. Knight under 400 HP is a pucker factor for sure, because yeah, luckily that X-Cow gets it done, but that's a nuke roll away from ruining our day.
Down
But
to 19 heal pots.
Oh boy, we should have Cure 4 on that Red Wizard. We should have Life on the Knight. Might wait till we get to the Chaos floor to do anything about that.
Oh boy. This is scary.
Yeah. Entrance.
Uh-oh.
This is not good.
Okay, gets away.
Okay. Alright. EarthwingAngel making a final approach for... Did we not have Life on the Knight?
He's got charges. Did he not go shopping?
Oh no. Okay, we got defense or we got power bonk. We might be okay. Gonna go with the fast, hope for turn order. Fire up that defense sword. No fast today. Defense sword lands. 2 defense swords, so that's good. 2 punches out of chaos. We might have a punch happy chaos, and nope, there's fire 3. And there's ice 2. So we need to get chaos punching us some more. There we go. Casting spouse. And yeah, it's time to start swinging. We got 3 power bonks on that X-Cal. 4 hits, 302. That's a hold A and pray. Wanted 1 more bonk. Uh-oh. Just keep holding A. 63. 317. Hold that A button. 536. And Chaos is only punching. 548. Another punch from Chaos. We are in a good spot here. Almost vanilla HP done. And this next hit might be the one that gets it done. Oh, it's a mess. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Chaos says, I can cast fast like your thief was supposed, like your Black Mage was supposed to. But there it is, EarthwingAngel. The come from behind on JShydell, who was... Now, granted, EarthwingAngel is the winner of the race against NitemarePhoenix. JShydell Krellin still yet to be decided, as Krellin cleaned up his Tiamat fight. If something goes sideways in here for JShydell, Krellin has an opportunity to capitalize on JShydell's misfortune should that happen. I don't want to wish that on him, but it might happen.
So GG's to EarthwingAngel, and shout out to RPG Limit Break with the raid of 94 coming in and joining us for that exciting chaos fight.
Yeah, Krellin making his final preparations has a huge advantage with that, how big that knight is. JShydell has 2 ribbons and a thief. That's the big difference here right now. But Krellin coming in, Kraken gonna try to show Jay what all the tricks that Kraken learned 2,000 years ago. I'm sorry, the illusions that he's learned. Magic. Alright, so already doing some good damage there. 450 from that X-Cal. The Vorpal even doing its best. 4 hits, 94 damage with a single crit. We're going to start wasting life 2 charges and say, let's throw some fades. I'm afraid of Kraken, but 4 hits, 4 damage. Thief does his best, says, look what I can do.
When you think you've seen it all, you see something new.
You gotta love it. Alright, coming up on T1. T1 was a little chunkier. And did open with that swirl. So we're gonna get the fast off. Gonna get the lockdown. Gotta get that deep. Look at this turn order, and
Beautiful.
goodbye, Neil. We'll wake you up later. We'll wake you up when it's over. And thinking real hard, but yeah, we're gonna use another fade. Goodbye, Sonny. Fade for 149. Another defense sword. And final defense sword incoming, and another fade. Oh, that's not good. Hit punch in the white wizard.
He did pick up life on that knight, though, so he does have that safety.
I think he just used a 4th. That might even been a 5th defense sword. So losing count of our evasion tracks, or just misclicked the power bonk one time maybe. But very, very precarious situation here. I would love to see a Cure 4 come out for that white wizard. Instead, going to the heal stick. That's makes me scared. Fire 2. We're playing with literal fire here. Tiamat any minute now could wipe out that white wizard. If I would love to see a Cure 4 here, but JShydell clutches it through. Much to my heart's chagrin.
Ooh, that was
And that long Tia fight kept the door open for Krellin, who's already on the carry floor.
Yeah, the power of that level 34 knight I think Krellin has is just really catching him up right now.
Absolutely. Alright, JShydell made it to the Chaos floor. Now, based on what we saw from EarthwingAngel, Chaos was punch happy, but did have spells. We didn't see any skills come out. Now, do you equip that defense 4 or no? We're just gonna leave the X-Cal on. Alright, here we go. We're gonna lock Chaos down, we're gonna defense sword, we're gonna wall up the Black Wizard, and we're gonna fast the Knight. Fire 3 opening salvo from Chaos. Does high damage to the ninja and the Black Wizard, but we're able to survive the round and persevere. Walls coming out for the ninja now. Everybody gets a wall, and a fast gonna land on the ninja too. Not gonna help while that ninja's asleep though. So a lack of group evasion that Invis 2 is problematic at the moment. Chaos gonna make quick work of these wizards if he decides to start punching them. Nuke fires off for 172, and now it's time for power bonk. And here comes a fade and a lock. Ice 2 with those walls and ribbons, not gonna be a problem. Only thing that we're worried about now is a big nuclear or nuke. That would be the worst case scenario. A little bit of chip damage, a little bit of chip heals. And first swing from that X-Cal, 8 hits. Good hits, 267 damage, not the most damage we'd like to see. And Krellin onto Kraken 2. The longer this goes with JShydell doing chip damage, the more opportunities we have for Chaos to get a little bit deeper into that spell list, but Chaos seems intent on trying to punch the Knight, and finally decides to mix it up and punch a white wizard out. Eight hits, 333 damage. There goes the, and there it's mano-y-mano, so as long as Chaos doesn't go back to spells, JShydell in a good position here. But there's a fire too. I'm really good at predicting. And there it is, JShydell. Winner in the Cerberus pod matchup against Krellin. And Krellin not too far behind, coming up on Tia 2. So get those GGs in chat for JShydell.
Yeah, JShydell finishing with an official racetown.gg time of 1:31:18.
And NitemarePhoenix doing a full clear of sky. I wonder what he's looking for. Because we're in key item go mode at this point. Alright, I'm going to see if JShydell would like to come join us in chat. I'll also pop into the EarthwingAngel race and see if he would like to join us.
Sounds good. NitemarePhoenix working his way up the Sky Palace. Throwing some lightning threes at these Medusas. Gonna grab a few good levels here.
And joining us in the booth, we have JShydell. GG's, Jay.
Hey.
When you watch this VOD back, the early game is... what you experienced was not the experience for everyone else.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely skated through a lot of nasty scripts early on.
I saw the imps like 10 levels later, so
yeah. So how did that run feel for you? Oh wait, we got Krellin on Chaos, so we got
yeah,
Powerbomb,
get him first.
Wall. Yeah, go ahead and do this, Luffy.
Sure, yeah. We got fast going off. We got a wall and a nuke. Alright. We got a lock 2. Another nuke. Cure 4 on that knight. And a swing. Lock 2 goes off, hit. Cure 4 goes off. Full power on that knight. Swing, 10 hits, 412. Alright, looks like we're gonna ice 3 for chip damage. Cure 4 on the Black Wizard. Fire 3 comes out, does fire 3 things. Ice 3. A little bit of damage. Swing by that knight. 9 hits, 507. Wall goes off. And we're on to wait. Wait, swing. 8 hits, 438. Another swing. 9 hits, 272, going in the wrong direction, but we're going to get there. 5 hits, 460. Ooh, 3 hits, 300 damage. We need to see another Cure 4 go off here. Cure 4 goes off. Swing. 9 hits, 515. Down goes Chaos for Krellin. Get your GGs out in chat.
So I found everybody for voice chat, Luffy, while you're calling that. We got JShydell, we got Krellin, and we got EarthwingAngel all joining us in the booth. GG's to all of the runners in the booth, and we're still watching NitemarePhoenix clean up his run here. JShydell, I asked you before we started calling the Chaos fight, how did this seed feel to you in like the first 20 minutes of the game?
Very smooth. It's like until I dove C really easy. It's like, okay.
Now, I'm going to pause you. EarthwingAngel and Krellin, how did this seed feel for you in the first 20 minutes?
I was frustrated beyond belief. That was, I was like, where do I go? What do I do? I was so frustrated. Once I got to Crescent Lake, I was so frustrated and I wasn't sure what to do. I was broke and I was like, okay, well, I got to get that stupid crystal. And it turned out to be nothing. And I was really frustrated. It's like, well, that was probably 10 minutes right there.
Yeah. How about you, Earthwing?
Yeah, could you tell I was kind of nervous?
I think that's why, again, I wanted to JShydell being the biggest duck / platypus in the pond here. I loved the 4 newer runners. JShydell, the one asterisk there, newer in my opinion, but definitely not new in compared to this is almost coming up on a year now for JShydell being in the community. But it's always fun to see because you guys played the heck out of this seed, like with what it gave you. And we're seeing some heads up plays, some gutsy decision making. It was a lot of fun to watch, and it's always good to sort of get those first race nerves out of the way. So, GG's Earthwing for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks. The beginning was rough. Obviously, like you got to see that like Marsh Cave was kind of unkind.
Yeah.
And like I almost thought about just trying to pull back. I think I got wiped at one point and lost 2 of the mages when I finally did get the cube and I was trying to get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the ghouls come up and I was like, oh my god, let Fire 3 go.
Now it might be JShydell's just massive luckiness to be the foil to Davis or DVS's poor luck. Maybe you're the anti DVS, but it might be that Thief that you brought. So
Yeah.
Thief is your favorite class. So
Yes.
is Thief a staple in your practices here, regardless of the bonus that they roll?
This is my typical party unless something else pulls me otherwise. So
Okay.
it has to be good, like a sage or, I mean, black belt with white magic, obviously. You know.
Yeah. So before the race started, Luffy, we were talking about black belt with level 1 black magic.
Mm-hmm.
And you were talking about how that's a huge draw for you. The only runner to take a black belt was NitemarePhoenix with this the fighter black belt flexible party. Well, I guess we'll start with Earthwing, and then we'll go to like Krellin and Jay. Black belts with black magic. How does that hit you?
I haven't even practiced that much on the pods with black belt, admittedly, because I like the fighter more,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's kind of boring to use a black belt. But I did see that it had the black magic, and I thought about it. I was on that screen for like the longest time, just thinking like, am I taking the right guys?
Yeah. What about you, Krellin? How do you feel with the black belts?
I love the black belt.
Mhm.
It's got to roll something pretty strong though in this seed set. And level 1, I mean, I was thinking if level 1 is nuke, I'm re-rolling in a heartbeat in 1 second. But
Yeah.
it didn't, and I'm glad I didn't because I ended up just using the fighter. The fighter had so much armor. That was my bread and butter, and
Yeah.
I went straight down, and it worked. It was really really great. Yeah, black belts, they're just wrecking balls of power.
Yeah. And JShydell, question for you. We on the Bridge of Destiny.
Twice.
We saw you draw a war mech, and we saw Thief run, Fighter defense sword, White Mage run, Black Mage fast.
Yeah.
And in the first fight, we saw the worst possible turn order in a defense sword, a fast charge, and then a Thief run.
And then run. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay. And then we saw it, and I was like, okay, maybe he mismenued. Maybe that wasn't supposed to be a run. Maybe maybe it was a mismenu, and then like there was a fight, and then there was another war mech,
Mhm.
and it was the same approach, but instead of going for fast because we only had 1 charge left, you went for lock and second burst, same as the first. Your buffs went out,
Mhm.
and then the run. So what was? I couldn't make heads or tails of the hedging strategy on war mech. So where was your head at with that?
I didn't want to take a war mech fight. But if he let off with nuke or nuclear or something, and everyone but the fighter went down,
Hmm.
that would have saved me the 5-minute grind I took in Topher.
Yeah.
So I knew I was going to go search for a tile afterwards because I knew I needed the levels. But it's like, okay, so I guess I'll try, and if a nuke comes down and takes them out, we'll go.
So, follow-up question about the grind. So, we saw you dip into Earth Cave. You went to the Hall of Giants. You fought Grogers and Ogres, then Metal Slimes. Did the Grogers and Ogres make you think that they were the first tile in the Hall of Giants?
Were they the second? Or what?
They were a random encounter.
Yeah.
That's why. Okay, I was talking with Krellin in the race room afterwards, and he said there were blue dragons there. I'm like, no, there weren't.
Yep. They're
So
right
if you had
behind the
went-
metal slimes. Yeah.
And they had like 240 HP. And Krellin,
Yeah.
tell me about all those blue dragons you just forced into extinction, man.
Nom 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 nom. Oh, those were great. I was like, okay, here's grind, be done. I would
Yeah.
have loved to hit Warmech twice. That would have saved me some extra grinding in Topher. And I took a couple extra fights and I nuked a few down. Just like my black mages were just a little too low for my comfort. I knew they were squishy. I knew they were going to go down, but I just wanted them to be just a few extra hit points, and I'm glad I did that because they would have just been obliterated otherwise. But
And-
2 War Mechs? Oh, I would have taken that in a heartbeat. Dang, that would have been great.
And meanwhile, no runner braver than EarthwingAngel just YOLO dived Topher in like the mid 20s and crushed it.
Mhm.
Like, was that always the plan, Earthwing, or were we ever gonna were we just testing Topher?
I think it definitely was the plan at the time. But like as I don't even know if I paused. It was probably funny for the actual telecast. But I had stopped in. I think I convinced myself that Invisible 2 was in the white shop in Crescent, and it wasn't. And I was like, well, I might as well pick up Fade while I'm here.
Mhm.
And like the item shop didn't have heals in Crescent, so I was like, wow, I have definitely chosen the wrong thing to do. And
I did
when
the
I came
same
back
thing.
across and I set the airship down and used the house, I just in Topher started using heal pots, and I was like, oh my god, I did it. I made that mistake of not
Mhm.
getting more heal pots before Topher. And
You
so
Lord-
I just
You Lord Fizzle beefed your heels.
I was hoping it was gonna be enough.
Mhm.
I didn't want the red mage to drop though during the Tiamat, and I was at least hoping for the black mage to use fast before he would die.
I mean,
But I guess I just got lucky with chaos trying to punch over and over again.
yeah, I mean, it was one of those things where I was like, if Chaos is punch happy, you're golden, with or without heals, because you got the defense sword, you got a power bonk, you got an X-Cal +1, like, you can make this work. And then Chaos started coming with the spells, so Luffy and I got a little nervous for you, but when you watch this back, it's the finish that you had, Earthwing, is remarkable. And not to diminish any other runner on the screen, but like JShydell was just cruising through this whole seed, and we thought I thought for sure that, you know, barring a mishap in Topher, this was JShydell's race to lose, and he was dipping around for spike tiles, and you were just making your final shopping preparations for Topher, and you were just like, I'm just gonna go in, and you passed JShydell, who was pacing the third floor Topher, and just cruised through it, and it was impressive, man. So big GG's for you with the on-screen first place finish. Obviously it doesn't get you any extra points or anything like that, but it was remarkable to see, and I think it just speaks to the quality of these ducks coming out of the Greg's Duckling program. Y'all need to slow down. Yeah, it's I think if you watch this back, it's going to be a lot of fun to see. And JShydell, you can experience what everybody did, or what everybody got to see in the early game.
Bring a thief.
Yeah, this is about as like good of an argument or strong of an argument I think you can make for bringing a thief as a frontline party member. So almost had me convinced, but not quite yet. But this.
What's the worst you're gonna do? Kill him off and go 3-man?
I don't do 3-man parties.
I don't either.
Yeah. I'll get down to the 3-man or the 2 or the solo for grinds and stuff. But I love my 4 to light warriors. I like having 4 targets. But Luffy, I did that thing where I talk a lot. You were supposed to shut me up.
It was good though. Like I wanted to ask a couple questions. You hit JShydell. I wanted to talk about the metal slime tile. We hit that one. Earthwing, really saw you just kind of really hit the gas after you found that floater. It was a bit of a slog in the early game, but you really seemed to hit your stride there from that floater onward, and it was just really impressive to watch. And Krellin, I did want to ask you, when you were taking your levels in Earth Cave right there on those blue dragons, did you have a target level you were looking for, or were you looking for a number of hits on the sword? Caleb and I were wondering that, and I'm just kind of curious what your thoughts were.
I went until I felt safe. I was looking actually more for health, and I'm glad that I did. I mean, the extra swings were great, and I couldn't remember, and at that point I didn't care. I was like, I'm 34-ish, close. I'll probably hit the 37, and I knew the break point was something like 40 for the X-Cow, and it was a +1, and I thought that dropped it to like 38-ish. I figured by chaos I should get that anyway, so I was like, 34 is close enough, just go. I was like, I gotta go, move.
Well, while we were conversing with you guys here, NitemarePhoenix making his dive into Tover on the carry 2 floor. He ran into some gas dragons with around 200 HP, which would have been really tasty if we had come across those somewhere in the seed. Big swing from that X-Cow, down goes carry 2.
Yeah, and I was gonna ask it. Did we finally make a commitment on that black belt being down? But no, that was an errant carry punch.
Yeah.
Never committed to fully bringing it up all the way, but we've seen runners finish these out with mid-20s black belts for sure. So.
Oh, life level 6. I knew I had seen life, but I couldn't remember me for the life of it where it was. I was like, I didn't have time to go back and get it.
EarthwingAngel. Let's talk about level 2 magic. Did you like memory hole that life was level 2 for the night?
That was all just part of it. Like that was all just part of the nervousness.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that happens. I can see that. Yeah.
I even like remember that then too, because I was like, oh my god, I didn't go get any white spells or anything.
Yeah.
I kind of just
Hey, sometimes you just gotta go fast, man.
Yeah. And sometimes you're lucky enough for it to work.
Yeah, it's like what race was it yesterday? I don't like talking too much about races that happened in the past for like the YouTube audience that might not be watching these in the broadcast order. So there, I won't name the runner's name, but there was a runner yesterday in a race that described the entire seat as feeling like he was just greased up, just sliding around all over the place. So I get that, man. When it's like practice or just like theoretical flag discussion, like you can have like this perfect strategy in your brain, and then the minute execution enters the field of play, it just all kind of falls out of your head and handfuls of sand.
Yeah, we saw Kraken right there had nuclear for NitemarePhoenix. I don't think any of the other runners saw that nuclear from Kraken.
Nightmare living up to his name, living in a nightmare. Feels bad. So Nightmare definitely saw the largest brunt of the bad RNG early on for sure, and some of that might have been nerves and preparation mismanagement, I guess you say, where like we were trying to do things at very low levels, and gutsy plays, but not always going to work.
That I was terrified of. I didn't want to go into Marsh too low level, and I was hoping to get like level 4 spells, and that just wasn't going to happen. I didn't have time, and it was Marsh. I knew was going to be scary, and I'm glad that I ground out a couple levels just to do it. I knew it was a time sink, and I probably lost a few minutes right there. But yeah, that was terrifying.
Marsh was level 5.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like, when you guys watch this race back,
I'm sorry.
I give you carte blanche to just PM JShydell in the post race spoiler room on the Discord and just yell at him.
You little.
Yeah, listen here, you little.
It happens for some, and it doesn't happen for
Yeah.
others. It's just
Yeah.
the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been my best Topher in weeks now. I've been nucleared out of it so many times recently.
All right, NitemarePhoenix rolling up to Chaos. And we lost heal. And we got 9 heal pots left, and we also don't have life on the knight. So we're going to be doing this with a knight, a black wizard, and a master. And make this work. Going to sacrifice the black wizard and make our approach. Alright, opening shot, we're going to fast the knight. We're going to punch and power bonk. Nah, I love it. Not even going defense. We got enough. He found dragon armor while full clearing sky, so that was pretty good pickup there for the knight. We're going to ice. I hope that was a nuke. And we're going to punch and power bonk. So more power, no defense. Punch 4 hits, 4 damage. Master doing master things. And now we're going to switch to the defense. Fire 3 did a lot of damage to Biff. So kind of seeing the side effects of that master not getting that black belt MDef. And time to start slinging. 6 hits, 242. It's a start. So all told, we're probably about like 400 damage in, 500 damage. About 750 now. So Chaos guaranteed to have at least 2000 HP. 6 hits, missed the damage. I assume it's probably somewhere around 300. We're probably floating around 1300 damage now. Big old hit there for 500 damage. Fast from Chaos. Another 200 damage from that Excal. And there it is. So GG's to NitemarePhoenix with an official Racetown time of 1:54, 13 seconds. Let's go ahead and get NitemarePhoenix in here. GG's Nightmare.
Hey, thanks, GG.
Oh man, so we've spoke with the other runners at great length, and if you had to choose 4 words to describe your early game, where would you go with that? Remind you, this is a family-friendly broadcast.
Grab my early game. Long-witted and badly directioned.
So there was a lot of gross scripts and skills that we saw in the early game, and you, Earthwing, and Krellin saw them while JShydell missed them all. And then I think you saw them the most. And yeah. But you were the only runner to bring a black belt. So, what was going through your mind at party selection?
At party selection, I saw some decent I was already planning to take a fighter, white mage, and black mage. I was debating on taking a nun or something else, depending on what the blessing was. Then I saw the black belt with level 1 black belt or black mage spells, and I'm like, well, maybe if I start finding all of the early key items I need, I can pivot from doing a knight centric run to a black belt centric run if I can find a good grind tile and just load it up on him. Hopefully I get some good level 1 black mage spells. And I sort of did. Quad X and Lightning 3 was pretty decent early. And unfortunately, I never found... the only grind tile that I really liked was the metal slimes, but they were not going down quick at all. So I ended up just sticking with night strats, and eventually got to the point where I'm like, well, I still don't have a great weapon yet. If I had a Massimo, cool. So I just kept touching boxes and touching more boxes and continuing to touch boxes that I probably didn't need to touch. Went to talk to Sarda, which I didn't need to do. And it was at that point I realized, where am I going with my life? And then I decided I need to finish this. It's already been way too long. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, you closed out the seed. I'll give you all the credit in the world for doing that. That's not something I'm known for doing. So whenever a runner finishes a seed that's quit on them, I give you nothing but respect for doing that. Luffy, I'm doing the thing. You gotta stop me, man. I talk too much.
This is good TV right here, Caleb. You're really making it good. I enjoy this.
People want to talk. They want to hear your voice too.
No, that was just a really great race, Nightmare. You really stuck it out. That was, like Caleb said, that early game was just not kind. But you pushed through. Did you happen to see the blue dragons behind the metal slimes there in Earth Cave?
I did. I touched them once, and then I realized I have to walk back through the metal slimes to get back here. And I think I touched the blue dragon, and it took out 1 or 2 of my party. So I'm like, nope, not going that far again. It was it just I didn't have a weapon for the longest time. So that also didn't do me any favors. And when I saw the time go up for Earthwing, I'm like, you know what? I'll keep going. And if it looks like I'm stalling or get walled out, or if I wipe, I'm gonna hit that little FF button over there in the corner and just be like, hey, Caleb, I'm one to joining the team, right? But I'm glad I was able to finish it. These pod seeds have just been my nemesis, and I've only finished 3 so far in practice, and this was the only other one. So it was rough for me. They did not like me early.
You're finishing them though, so that's like, I mean, there's the one thing about like the competitive forfeiting jokes and all that stuff, but there's something to be said about seeing a seed through to its end, because you might not have the most competitive time on it because you got abused by the seed for the first hour, but there's still a lot of value in getting that Topher experience, learning how to manage your resources on the dive, learning like, oh crap, if I had bought life, this could have been easier for me, that kind of stuff. Like, and you can take that knowledge forward into your next race, which is one of my favorite things about the spring tournament. And again, another reason why I wanted to have the 4-way match here with the newer runners, so you can all sort of benefit from that, because you have those 1v1s, and the information you get from watching your run compared to someone else's with the commentary over top of it, like, you can exponential growth, like week to week, pod match to pod match. So I will watch all of your races for all 4 of you with great interest to see how you apply like the lessons learned from this race into your future matches, because I think you guys all have that strong potential. It's gonna be exciting to watch. That being said, if folks think there's no more FFR tonight because it's after midnight. Well, boy, howdy, do I got news for you. At 1 a.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific on Speed Gaming Prime, the rare treat of Thunderclawed and Serlinkalot comms, we're going to get Thunderalot comms calling Peed match for Cheesinator and Chad Bird. That's going to be a pretty hype match, so if you've got the time, definitely go check it out.